From Richmond Studio at the University of Illinois, this is UI7 Live.
Good afternoon, I'm Bella Zarati.
And I'm Logan Hodson. We are happy to have you here with us for our last show of the year. Stay with us to learn more about the unique ways in which Illinois students are spending the end of the year, some giving their entrepreneurship ideas at the Innovation Fair, and others choosing to be real through an increasingly popular social media app. Then get the updates on sports, including the World Cup.
Ballet Folklorico Me Too Tiny took the dance floor at two events on campus this week. Take a look at the organization's performances at Porto Salud. It combines Mexican folk culture and ballet, characteristics known for its pointed toes, exaggerated movements, and choreography. They perform at a variety of events around campus to represent Mexican culture, community, and traditions. Ballet Folklorico has been around since the 1950s and continues to be performed to this day. Members state that it keeps them connected to their culture and allows others to appreciate it as well. The team takes all skills levels of dancers. To keep up to date with the team and their future performances, you can look at their Instagram, Ballet Folklorico UIUC.
Ideas and innovation are a common occurrence at the University of Illinois, but were displayed in full force last Friday at the Geese College of Business Innovation and Idea Fair. I had the chance to speak with a few entrepreneurs with a few cheesy ideas. Here at the Seibel Center today, students are gathering for the Innovation and Idea Fair, an entrepreneurship fair where people are allowed to express their new ideas for businesses and inventions that may not have been seen otherwise. Now, it's quite cold out here, so let's go check it out. The weather may have been cold, but ideas were hot, with students showing off ideas from something out of science fiction. These future entrepreneurs were asked to put together presentations that would later be judged to see which was best. But what makes for a good pitch? Gail Rost, one of the fair's judges, explains.
They have certain things they're supposed to say, the contestants, in their 4-minute pitch. And so what we want to do is look at, are they answering the questions that we have, such as what's the quality of the pitch? Do you understand what the issues are? Are they telling you what the competition might be doing? Questions like that.
One such group of contestants was POW Pizza, or Pizza on Wheels. They're a group of students looking to revolutionize the way we eat pizza.
We want a universally good food. That is pizza. Pizza works anytime. And a lot of other services won't provide you the way we do.
POW Pizza was just one of the many different ideas present at the Innovation and Idea Fair. Other examples included video eyes and grammar tools, with the common theme being a need to make life just a little easier. For UI7 Newsroom, I'm Logan Hodson.
On top of dancing and entrepreneurship, some students are ending their year celebrating authenticity. Among young people, social media platforms are being linked to a heightened insecurity, loneliness, and anxiety. Now an emerging platform is trying to break the cycle. UI7's Jason E. Malone dives deep on Be Real, the anti-social media.
Be Real takes a unique spin on social media. Rather than allowing users to post whenever they want, a notification is sent out to all users once per day at the same time, telling them that it's time to be real and giving them 2 minutes to post a picture of themselves and their surroundings. That notification can happen at any time, sometimes as early as 9 a.m., or as late as midnight.
I think with things like Instagram or like Facebook, you can have a really doctored experience of like, these are not even edited pictures, but just like parts that you want to show to the world. I think with Be Real, it really eliminates that.
Once a user posts their own Be Real, only then can they see their friends' posts. It's a leveling of the playing field, and the effect on users' mental health is huge, especially compared to apps like Instagram, where posts are planned and curated.
There's always like that thing where sometimes if your friends like post something and you weren't invited, like you feel kind of left out, and FOMO is a real thing.
FOMO, or fear of missing out, is a real psychological phenomenon that has been acknowledged by the National Institutes of Health. Be Real tries to eliminate FOMO by encouraging users to post all at the same time, giving everyone an equal chance of doing something interesting or banal when the notification appears.
It makes me feel really good when I'm like having a study day that I think is really boring, and then I see all of my friends like doing their study days, or like they're at work and having like not an as fun experience, and I'm like, oh my gosh, me too.
In fact, being boring is part of the appeal of Be Real. Social media users feel drained by having to put forth their best selves every time they post, and having to see everyone's achievements one after the other. Be Real is a cultural reset among young people, an emphasis on regular encounters after a lifetime of features.
I think that after being bombarded with just like the best parts of people's life on like every social media for the entire like first part of my life, I'm just like sick of it, like I'm over it.
In Urbana, I'm Jason D. Malone, UI7.
Now moving on to sports. The World Cup took over the University of Illinois, with the games being played on TVs all over campus. UI7's Diana Engel explores how the global tournament impacts students.
In a time of political polarization, international wars, and debates on pandemic recovery, one thing brings people of all backgrounds together: the World Cup. On the University of Illinois campus, students are finding their own means of watching the games.
You can find students watching the World Cup games here at Illini Union, or you can find students watching the game here at CAMS, where the line was wrapped around the corner just a few hours ago, or here from the comfort of their own homes.
No matter where they choose to watch the World Cup, one reoccurring theme surfaced: unity.
All these countries all over the world getting involved and, not squabbling about any like political stuff. It's just about the game, and it's just amazing to see.
You look into the crowd and there's like different people, different nationalities. And it's something that unites people across different orders and ideas, and so that's why it's the most followed sport.
You get to represent your country and see everyone else doing the same, and like everyone's just in it together.
Yeah, I love the fact that it just brings countries together, and people really enjoy it and have so much pride in either the United States or maybe a home country that they're from as well.
While it seems like most students on campus were cheering for USA up until their World Cup exit, many others had a special connection to another team.
I'm originally from the Netherlands. I was born there, lived there for 10 years, then moved here. But I've always still felt like very connected to my Dutch roots, and it's always awesome seeing them in the World Cup.
I also favor Spain because I've been there 3 times, and I studied abroad last semester. And I kind of like the way they play with a lot of possession, so tactically it's appealing to me to watch. I went with Spain as my favorite, my football giant that I'm rooting for.
This is Diana Engel with UI7.
The Illini esports team has seen lots of production every year since it started back in 2015. Illinois has always been home to innovation and will continue to invest in growth. Illini esports have paved the way for competitive video gaming through the core values of competition, community, and inclusivity. The Innovation Studio is held in the Armory building. This is where the magic happens, involving the Illini esports team. Players and members of the community can come in from 5 to 9 on Tuesdays and Thursdays to use any of the equipment in this space. Teams are created from a variety of games, including League of Legends, Hearthstone, and Counter-Strike. These different teams have either been in the playoffs or have players that were, but getting ready to for next season. By training more through practice, AJ Taylor is the president of Illini Esports. With all the position entails, AJ describes all positions as being a jack of all trades. Among his tasks include people management, trying to listen to the competitive environment, and mostly figuring out cohesively where the direction of Illini Esports should be going. A former coach, AJ has witnessed the esports community go through a tremendous amount of development.
We mainly have about 3,000 to 500 overall members, where we compete in about 22 different games. Our main focus is just kind of allowing the students to be able to compete at a national level, but also being able to host events or tournaments or community-based events where even if you're not amazingly good at the game, you can still enjoy it and have a fun time.
There will be an event hosted by Illini Esports held at the State Farm Center from March 31st to April 2nd. If you'd like to be a part of this evolving community, all you have to do is show up to this event to help guarantee that esports is going to be a long-running, sustainable program here at Illinois for many years to come.
Pivoting to the Illini sports realm, Illinois men's wrestling had a dual meet this past Saturday for their home opener. Let's take a look at how they did in their back-to-back duels. Illini Zach Brongle was one of 8 wins against Chattanooga as fans gathered in the State Farm Center. At 157, Anthony Frederico lost against Chattanooga's Lincoln Heck. At 125, sophomore Maximo Renteria pinned Chattanooga's Logan Ashton. The final score against Chattanooga was 32-9. Then Illinois faced the Pittsburgh Panthers. Though the Illini put up a good fight, they fell to the Pittsburgh Panthers, winning only 2 out of 10 matches. The Illini had 2 wins at 165 and 174. The final score of the meet was 6-30. Next up for Illinois is the annual Midlands Championship, happening December 29th at Hoffman Estates. Join us after the short break to get an inside look at how locals are spending their holiday season, plus how some local groups are giving back to the Champaign-Urbana community.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to UI7 Live. Aaron Wunderlich has joined us in the studio to give us the highlights of the holiday season and how the community is giving back.
Thanks, Bella. Throughout its history, the Spurlock Museum has touched hearts of many visitors. I had the chance to learn more about its educational programs.
The Spurlock Museum of World Cultures is a regional center that houses cultural and archaeological collections from around the world. Kim Sanford is the Assistant Director of Education at the Spurlock Museum. She plans lessons for K-12 and family programs and is in charge of the teaching collection, which holds artifacts that people can touch in programs.
Now my joy is we have this big teaching collection and I'm able to bring stuff out for other people to touch. So the thing that I know gave me a great deal of joy, I'm able to pass on to others.
I'm here on the 4th floor of Lincoln Hall at the University of Illinois. Back in 1971, this place used to be the World Heritage Museum that housed Spurlock's earliest collections. Now, the Spurlock Museum has over 50,000 artifacts from 6 continents, and it's in a brand new state-of-the-art building. Along with conducting program tours, Sanford also coordinates outreach events and teaches at local schools.
I've really loved these many years working at the Spurlock Museum. They come in, they always have fun hands-on activities, showing the kids the stuff that we can't normally show them with the materials we have. Miss Kim's activities get them so excited. They always want to know more.
I like hearing the observations that the kids come up with. I like hearing them make connections and be surprised, and it's just, I like the energetic environment with them.
Sanford says that she has met people from all over the world and experienced so many new cultures since working at the museum. And not only has the Spurlock allowed her to find her love of teaching, but it also reinforces her love for learning something new every day.
This has been home for over 25 years for me. And we're very much a family. Many of us on the staff here have been here for a very long time and are very supportive of each other and very good at working with each other. So it's a lovely place to be.
For UI7 Live, I'm Erin Wunderlich.
Are you looking to adopt a cat? Look no further than CatSnap in Champaign. I had the chance to visit the organization and learn more about the program. CatSnap, or the Champaign Area Trap, Spay, Neuter Adoption Program, is a non-for-profit organization based in Champaign County. Founded in 2005, their mission is to reduce the overpopulation of cats in the local area and educate the public about spaying and neutering. Jo Monacher is on the CatSnap board of directors. She says that they take in around 60 cats at a time and rely solely on donations from patrons.
It can be overwhelming. We're just kind of coming off the peak kitten season. So we had a lot of, kittens that were found in garages where mama cat hasn't been there for a couple days, and it's always stressful on the volunteers when the kittens come in and they're all dehydrated and they obviously all don't make it, and it's just always really sad because you wish that maybe 24 hours earlier and perhaps they would have.
CatSnap is always looking for volunteers. They have a variety of roles, including socializers, medical personnel, fosters, trappers, shoppers, and social media managers. Isabel Diaz is a socializer at CatSnap. She gets to know all in-house cats and manage CatSnap's social media accounts.
I think my favorite thing about volunteering here is that the cats become just totally different cats along the way. The first time you meet a cat, they'll be so scared of you and nervous, and then all of a sudden they'll start to bloom because you're doing the right thing. You're giving them treats, you're giving them love, you're giving them quiet and patience to become who they want to be.
Monacher says it's important to think about all aspects of your life before adopting.
Just always remember that it is a forever cat. It's not just because I'm bored cat. That they are part of the family. To consider the pros and the cons. There are active cats, there are lap cats, cats that just want a sunny window. So, to make sure that really and truly what's best for your family.
To adopt, volunteer, or view more information about CatSnap, you can go to catsnap.org or to their Instagram or Facebook pages. I'm Erin Wunderlich for UI7 Live. Every weekend between Thanksgiving and Christmas, Riggs Brewery in Urbana hosts their annual German Christmas market. This is a lively environment, an ideal place for friends and family to gather, go shopping, and sip some beer. This market is full of huts that vendors are stationed in to sell all types of goodies. From Christmas ornaments to soaps to crepes, there is truly something for everyone. This is their third year hosting the market because they took a few years off due to the pandemic. Community members are enthusiastic to be back regardless of the chilly weather. The vendors change every weekend, keeping regulars excited to come back. Matt Riggs says you can do Christmas shopping anytime at a big name store, but values supporting local businesses and artists more.
It's kind of a place for more unique and authentic, locally made gifts.
There are still 2 more weekends before Christmas to get out there and enjoy the market with your loved ones. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Erin. For more information on today's stories, please visit our website at ui7newsroom.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to stay up to date on news in our community.
To wrap up today's show, we have a special video wrapping up the 2022 year with some of our favorite moments. We hope you enjoy.
Thank you for watching today's show. I'm Erin Wunderlich.
I'm Bella Zarati.
And I'm Logan Hodson. For all of us here at UI7 Live, we wish you a happy holiday season, and we hope to see you next year.